I wanted to make a short video showing you one of the ways that we extend the shelf life of our fermented feed during the hot summer months. All right, so let me show you some of the feeds we have. This right here is just a chick starter. And then over here, I've got chicken wheat. And then this one here is a layer feed mash. And this is going to be corn-free. We like to do corn-free as much as possible during the hot summer months. And then this one right here does have corn in it. And just wanted to give you all an idea. This is not what we're doing right now, but you can find this at your local stores. Nothing too fancy. If you're interested in where we get our feed, we get it from a company called Azure Standard. I have the link in the description. The reason why we choose this company is because they source from family-owned organic farms, so they're small scale, and we like to support that, and it's high quality feed. I don't earn commission on any of the sales for these products, if you're wondering. The only thing that you can do to help support our channel, if you'd like to help keep us putting out content, is to make sure you use the link in our description when you go to make an account. And then they'll give us incentive if you sign up, and it's completely free to you. As many of you have already seen, we've done a lot of videos on this topic of fermented feed. We have talked about how we store it in the shade and things like that. So during these really hot months, you can put your feed outside in the shade in your chicken coop out of direct sunlight. The only thing to that is that the shelf life of your feed is going to decrease a lot quicker than if you keep the feed in a room temperature, like in a mud room or in a garage that's room temperature. What I mean by room temperature, I mean like usually within 80 degrees. You can go a little higher than that, 85 maybe. But once you get above that to 90, 100, then your feed quality and shelf life decreases exponentially. The fermented feed that's kept inside is going to last up to a month and longer, easily. And this can also be achieved outside during the fall, early spring, and even winter. But during the really hot months, if you want your feed to last longer, you're going to want to store it inside, or you want to ferment a smaller batch if you're going to keep it outside. While we're in this video, we're going to go ahead and show you how we ferment feed. So most of these are going to be the same. The only difference would be with the chick starter, because it's a pellet type feed. So any kind of pellet or crumble feed, you're only going to fill the bucket about a quarter full, because it's going to need a lot more room to expand. But since I'm going to be doing a whole grain like this chicken wheat, we're just going to come over here and we're going to fill it up halfway. And you can actually go a little above halfway with these whole grains. It's not gonna, you don't have to worry too much about it. I'm gonna go ahead and start filling this up with water. All right, so now that we got our water in here, you can see we've gone to where we have about 2 to 3 inches above. And this extra fibrous material up here, we're just gonna come in and strain that out with this little fresh strainer. Some people call it spider strainer. Just like that. All right, now that we finish this, we're simply just gonna put the lid right on top, and we don't add anything else to it. The grains have the naturally occurring yeast that's in them that'll get unlocked once these grains sit and soak. And 72 hours is ideal before you give it to your flock, because it's gonna have all those amazing probiotics and microorganisms in there and cultures. However, you can give it to them within 24 hours and it's fine. Another thing I like to do, if you have an extra bucket, is go ahead and get you 2 started if you got a decent sized flock. Also keep in mind, if you have a small flock, let's say 6 birds or a little bit more than that, you can do a half-gallon bucket, or no, sorry, a 3-gallon bucket, which this is a 5-gallon. And the cool thing about these is I can pick this up and I can walk it out there to my flock. And if you have your coop, somewhat close to your house, it's not a big deal. But if you're someone who maybe has trouble carrying things that are heavier, then go with a 3-gallon bucket or 2 gallons, something like that. Remember, as long as you keep this inside at room temperature, that fermented feed will last you at least a month and longer. If you'd like to see what items we recommend for fermenting feed, I have a link in the description of this video. If you use that link and purchase the items through there, it helps support our channel and our flock. We greatly appreciate it. God bless you all. In Jesus' name, we'll see you in the next one. If you had any questions, as always, leave it in the comment section. Bye-bye. And my God, my salvation.